So, the Paris Agreement. I've been asked my opinion on it before, and I don't agree with it. I'm not against people taking measures to cut down on carbon emissions or try to be more eco-friendly or less oil dependent and whatnot. I do have a problem with a lot of the government stepping in on that. Now, with the Paris Agreement, the way I understood it before was something that President Obama had gotten us into, that agreed we would take certain measures to I guess, fight against climate change or whatever by reducing carbon emissions and things like that. Well, looking at the agreement, it doesn't really benefit us at all. There were several countries that signed it basically to make themselves look good, and then they said, no, we're actually going to increase our carbon emissions for quite a while, and then we'll take measures. I don't understand why we would get ourselves, well, why Obama would get us involved in that. And I keep saying Obama got us involved in it because he's the one who did that. It wasn't something that went before Congress. It wasn't something that was voted on by the American people. It was strictly Obama's decision. To be honest, I don't think he should have done that. When you interact with other countries not when you interact with other countries, when you enter an agreement with other countries, it should be done through Congress. Those are the people, the Congress is there to represent the American people on issues. And when you make deals with other countries without Congress's say, you're basically taking that choice away from the American people, whether or not to get involved in it. Another thing I had with it was I was initially worried that we would basically be letting other countries tell us how to live. I don't give a shit how Europe lives. I don't care. I don't care how the Middle East lives. I don't care how Asia lives. I don't care how Australia lives. We're America. We live how we please. We didn't vote in leaders in the EU to lead us. We didn't vote in leaders in Asia to lead us, or any other place to lead us. So they should have no say in how our country runs. And I would say the same thing for any European country. Our government should have no say in how they live and how they conduct business. But I kept getting told that the Paris Agreement wasn't legally binding and all that, and it wasn't really countries trying to rule us and all that. Well, today, I found out that the European Union is trying to vote to make the Paris Agreements legally binding. So, what would that mean? That would mean that Europe, Asia, and all them have control of our carbon emissions, that they would have a say in what we do. I don't understand what this infatuation is with letting Europe tell us how we should run our government. That's the whole reason why we started this country. We didn't like how Europe was conducting business, so we started our own country. I don't understand where people get the idea that it would be great to have Europe run our country, or to have the UN run our country, or to have any other governing body other than what we have voted in run our country. It's ridiculous. We have this government set up so that we can take care of business and be free and have liberty. We have our say in how our government runs. We don't take votes on whether Merkel should be governing Germany. We didn't take votes on who would. We didn't cast votes to try to decide the leader of France. So why should they have a say in what we do? We didn't elect them.